10. Cujo attacks. Cujo. One of the most effective aspects of horror cinema is how it can often take everyday fears, even those in the back of our collective minds, and bring them to life. We may not think about confronting an angry rabid dog 24/7, but 1983's Cujo showcased just how scary that exact situation could be, under the worst circumstances. The sequence when Cujo attacks Tad and Donna Trenton inside of their Ford Pinto is harrowing, to say the least. The practical makeup effects on the St. Bernard are tragically gruesome, while the tension of Donna and Tad's overheated and dehydrated automotive prison is ramped up to an uncomfortable degree. Number 9. Cheryl is possessed. The Evil Dead. It's perhaps easy to forget how Sam Raimi's original 1981 chiller, The Evil Dead, possessed nearly none of the humour that would go on to define the franchise. Instead, this is demonic possession horror played completely straight, with all of the tense trappings that go along with that approach. The scene when Ash Williams' sister Cheryl is possessed by the Deadite curse is made all the more frightening via the gruesome makeup. Ellen Sandweiss also fully commits to the performance, attacking the remaining cabin dwellers until her destruction finally frees her from her curse at the film's climax.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you? Are you, Ash?
Number 8. No batteries. Child's Play.
Say something, damn it!
Hi, I like to be hugged.
The Child's Play franchise is another horror mainstay that's largely been defined by its black humour. However, the OG film is actually quite restrained with its possessed doll effects, relying more upon the question of whether or not young Andy Barclay is imagining Chucky's corporeal existence. As a result, when Andy's mother opens up the back of the doll to reveal an absence of batteries, well, all bets are off.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
It's then time for Brad Dourif to do what he does best, spouting off a legion of profanities as he attempts to kill Andy's mum. The jump is super effective, the doll effects believable, and Catherine Hicks totally sells the danger of Charles Lee Ray's new, pint-sized body. Number 7. Jesus Wept. Hellraiser.
Come to Daddy.
There's just something about the cinema and writings of Clive Barker that get under our skin. Literally, in fact. At least when we're discussing 1987's Hellraiser. This adaptation of Barker's novella, The Hellbound Heart, sees the bloody resurrection of Frank Cotton via his brother's wife, Julia. Andrew Robinson does double duty, betraying both Larry and Frank, the latter of whom is wearing his sibling's skin when he is reunited with the Cenobites.
This isn't for your eyes.
You set me up.
The look on Robinson's face as he realises his niece Kirsty has trapped him with Pinhead and crew says it all, before the actor is torn apart by the Cenobites' sadomasochistic power.
Jesus wept.
Number 6. Clown Trauma. Poltergeist. Every horror fan of a certain age probably remembers where they were when they first heard those immortal lines from Poltergeist.
They're here.
They probably also remember how traumatized they were when that creepy clown shows up too. The poltergeist activity is seriously ramping up when this scene occurs, a nighttime attack that sees a tree crash into the Freeling children's room and Robbie Freeling's toy clown coming to life. The look on Robbie's face is one of perplexed fear and confusion, as the clown wraps itself around him. But this is only the beginning of the torment this family will face at the hands of their very own poltergeist. Number 5. Xenomorph Shooting Gallery. Aliens.
I'll go this side.
You do that, man.
The Alien franchise has always done a wonderful, perhaps even definitive job at combining horror and science fiction. The first sequel to Ridley Scott's 1979 masterpiece is more action-based, but also possesses more than its fair share of fearsome moments. Case in point, the attack on the survivors of a failed space colony search and rescue by hordes of xenomorphs while holding up in the remains of colony LV-426. The assault is a barrage of bullets and marauding aliens, while the audience is biting their nails in anticipation. Will the humans run out of ammo? Who will survive? Number 4, The Transformation, An American Werewolf in London. The werewolf transformation sequence that set the standard for all practical special effects work in its wake. Rick Baker's work on this film is simply phenomenal, a startling achievement that still delivers the goods, so many years removed from its 1981 debut. The thing about this scene is how painful the whole transformation looks. There's really no other way to say it. Turning into a werewolf looks like torture, and David Norton sells the experience like it's going to kill him. Baker's makeup, combined with the cinematography of Robert Painter, captures every wince-inducing pull and tear, making us totally fear for the next full moon. Number 3, Jason Jumps, Friday the 13th. Jump scares, by design, are largely cheap and effective. They work because they catch us unaware, but are they really all that scary? Well, this one certainly is, a classic that still catches viewers, even seasoned fans of Friday the 13th. It's the mellow and serene music from composer Harry Manfredini that really lulls the audience into a false sense of security. The water, that morning sun, we're supposed to think that the terror is over. That is, until the body of young Jason Voorhees erupts out of Crystal Lake, dragging young Alice Hardy down into its depths. The movie frames it as a dream, or a premonition, but the after effects remain with us, probably for all time.
Jason?
In the lake, the one who attacked me, the one who pulled me underneath the water.
Number 2, Blood Test, The Thing.
We're gonna draw a little bit of everybody's blood. Because we're gonna find out who's the thing.
John Carpenter's remake of 1951's The Thing from Another World put to best use the special effects revolution of the 1980s. Robin Botton's creature effects would set yet another bar for the industry, from the ultra-memorable chest defibrillator scene to the fan-favourite blood test sequence.
Now I'll show you what I already know.
The feelings of paranoia and mistrust have already been ramped up to a fever pitch at this point, forcing MacReady into lining up the surviving members of Outpost Number 31 for a blood test. Fictional characters and audience members alike are sweating and biting their nails as each blood sample is tested. Then, in an instant, Palmer's blood reacts against a flamethrower, revealing that the Outpost member has been infected. Number 1, here's Johnny, The Shining.
Little pigs, let me come in.
Stanley Kubrick's 1980 adaptation of Stephen King's The Shining possesses countless iconic moments, from the introduction of the Grady twins to this classic line delivery. Jack Nicholson's slow detachment from reality is already troubling enough, driving a further wedge between him, his wife Wendy, and their son Danny. It's when Jack is fully possessed by the Overlook Hotel's evil that he enters full horror legend mode, as he methodically threatens Wendy's life.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in.
The latter's feeble attempts at self-defense are made all the more ineffectual as Jack's madness takes full hold, leading to this classic horror movie moment.
Here's Johnny!
Which horror movie moment chilled you to the bone? Let us know in the comments.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.